Greetings, fellow nerds. Welcome to another MTG NerdPhil video. You know what we're doing. We're playing some awesome stuff in Kaldheim Standard. We've been going pretty strong, but this week is going to be really special, especially tomorrow, because I'm having my first fan submission Friday. So basically, anyone who subscribes, if you like the video, hit that alarm bell, whatever helps you find me a little bit easier in the future. They just comment down below and tell me what kind of deck they would like to see me play, and if you've got a deck directly you'd like me to try out. Just be sure to drop like an Aether Hub link so I can directly import it to my account in MTG Arena. Be sure to feature it, and yeah, I'm looking really excited. And I'll always ask if you want me to play it as is, or if you want me to, if I'm allowed to make a little bit edits. Tomorrow I'm playing a fan who wanted me to play his deck as is, and I'm looking really forward to that. And I think it'll be a bit of a challenge for me because I don't get to like play test and swap some cards around to fit my needs. And so I'm really excited for that. But today we are looking at some Orzhov Clerics, and again, if you haven't, be sure to hit some of those buttons down below. Be sure to hit that description link to see the past few decks I've played, and just comment down below again what you'd like to see me play. So Orzhov Clerics, made a couple changes. I played this a couple times, obviously in Zendikar Rising, but we got some nice stuff from Kaldheim. So let's see what we are working with. So I got Speaker of the Heavens, of course. We'll be getting some life. There's a bit of this life link, a lot of stuff in that. 2 Archfiend's Vessel, so I cut down to make some room for new stuff. Don't need this many 1-drops anyway. Luminarch Aspirant, of course, no brainer, one of the best cards in white. And I am playing Rally the Ranks because we just choose Cleric, and now we get a huge buff on all our Clerics, and that's pretty good. Heartless Act for the removal. 2 Null Priest of Oblivion. Cut this down to 2. Just because, late game it's great, early game it's great, mid game it's a little bit on the weaker side, so cutting it down to 2 I think is appropriate. Playing a full set of Cleric of Lifespawn just because it gets really big. Dire Tactics, we are playing humans, so I feel pretty comfortable playing this, and even if we take some life, we're gaining enough life to where this isn't too big of a deal where if we lose some life. Banishing Light for the removal. Righteous Valkyrie, one of the new cards, so gain a bunch of life from our creatures, and if we have 27 life we get +2/+2 across the board, so that's really strong. Taborax, of course, for the Doomscar. Basically, board wipe is back in the destruction form, so which actually makes me a lot happier. It makes Taborax a lot better because if we get board wiped we draw a bunch of cards in response. 2 vetoes to close out the game every now and then. Aura for, again, the board wipes. And I am playing a Kaya, so I wanted to try out the new Kaya. Just a 1-of though. Actually I think it goes really well in this deck because her +1 is just amazing. And her -7, we are playing Taborax, so that is something to consider. But I just think her +1 is going to really give us a huge advantage. Then we got Miri's Call, Academ's Awakening, 2 Castle Heart of Veils, 4 Plains, 2 Castle Lockwinds, 5 Swamps, and 4 of the Pathways for our lands. So let's get into it. Let's see how this does. I think that most of our struggles really do come from like being board wiped without having like something to recover from, so like an Aura or a Taborax. Without any of those we kind of get into some trouble. So I'm gonna keep this. Of course I am hoping to draw some late game stuff, if that is the case, just in case we don't draw any mid-range stuff. So this is a pretty solid hand overall though. Definitely got turn 1, turn 2 plays, so kind of hard to pass out on that. We'll start with Speaker of the Heavens. If he doesn't have a turn 1 play, we get in, get ahead on the life gain. Alright, I like that. I like seeing that. So I'm not sure if this is just not mono red or we're just I would imagine it's Gruul. Gruul's still very popular. It looks to be mono red perhaps. And you'll notice I'm not playing any snow because this deck has no need for snow, and they might be playing the God of Justice, and that would be very bad. Alright, so this is just pure mono red. Ooh, nice pickup here. I don't know if I need to play her right now. I'm kind of thinking Sure. I'll pay the 3 life. I don't think it's too bad. He'll probably just end up playing the Bone Crusher. And the Righteous Valkyrie is great because 4 toughness is pretty hard to kill unless they're playing like a Demon Bolt, which most people don't. Alright, interesting. Ooh, okay, he plays mono red very similar to how I play, so that's very interesting. So what I want to do is I'm actually going to exile the Rage Hound because I don't want him to escape. And we'll get in there for some damage. Alright, pretty solid start. Do want to draw some creatures to get some life to trigger the Valkyrie. And I like having the Arching's Vessel as a chump blocker. Ooh. Alright, very interesting here. I'll just boop this guy out. This guy's playing how I played Mono Red back in Zendikar Rising, so curious to see if he's made any changes. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, only hits one thing, which kind of sucks. But what I'm going to do then is I'm going to chump block with him. Reason for that is I can at least put him in the graveyard and then have a good reason to activate Agadim's Awakening. So, looks like he's a little light on lands. Doesn't seem to be struggling too badly though. So, yep, this is good. Get to chump block here. Alright, let's draw some cards. Alright, pretty good. Ooh, those are both very good. I named Cleric, of course. Okay. I'm actually going to put it on the Aspirant here. Alright. This could be an Embercleave incoming, of course, and not much I can do about that, but it's not the greatest. Alright, no Embercleave. Love to see that. Definitely love to see that. Alright. So we can... I'm going to do this for 1, because that's the only thing we can do it for. or I can attack and do it for 2. That might be an idea. Yeah, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Oh, wow. Or he just lets it happen. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. So we'll get a 5/5 back here. So gain 2 life, which is pretty important. Any life gain against mono red. Very, very good. So this guy plays mono red a little bit differently. I do not include the Arsonist. I don't think you need this many drops. So this is 5 face, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's not enough. So I have 4 in the air. So this would be 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, then I'll block the giant. I don't want to take that much damage, I think. Yep, I saw that coming a mile away. Do you have any other effects? Can you do 16 damage to me, sir? Ooh. Not enough. I'm glad I blocked the Bone Crusher. Good game. Whew. Okay, so we beat mono red. That life gain again from Righteous Valkyrie, super important. Super, super important. Yeah, I was debating if I wanted to like step away from the life-ish thing from Clerics and go more heavy on the aggro. I just decided there's a lot of aggressive things happening in the meta where, nah, let's just play it safe, gain some life. Especially now that they have like the God of Fright person, or with the Lantern side control has that now. It's like, it's insane how much utility certain decks have these days. But we're looking good, guys. We're looking extremely good. So this is against control. So this is the matchup I'm definitely afraid about. So luckily we do have a Castle Ardenvale, probably one of your better cards against control, honestly, because it's just a constant answer that they don't have a good response to. Alright, so that's the blue-white pathway. Oh, right. Go, Archfiend's Vessel for you. I actually pulled the borderless in one of my pre-release packs, which was freaking awesome. It's a very beautiful card. Alright, foretelling something. No surprise there. So I think I'm just gonna go for the Null Priest. It has Menace, which is pretty good, because if they play the Birth thingy, I already forget the name, that creates the O4 wall, we get around it. It's probably, oh, Guy of the Voyage, hey, how's it going? Alright, do I want to kill this? I really don't know what this does. Beginning of your upkeep, you may exile. If you do, whenever it lands, put a voyage counter on it. If you don't, return it. Blah blah. Okay, so it gets really big. Sure, I can Heartless Act that. Seems pretty reasonable. Gain some life. Very important. So this is Doomscar in my mind. Alright. Nope, I really don't just want to deal with that, honestly. I actually don't think I need to play the Speaker of the Heavens. If I think that's a Doomscar, which I'm pretty sure it is, then he's going to be opted to pop it at some point, and I'd rather actually play the Aura or the Tabarex. I'm actually probably just going to straight up play the Aura. I'm glad he's going for that, actually. That's much better in my mind. Let's slam down the Aura. So if we get Doomsguard, we actually get back a 5/5, which is pretty nice here. And then next turn, I'll also probably drop a Tabarex. So I'm just going to hold on. Another Foretell card. This is definitely a Doomscar, so let's take every advantage of that. Actually, we can get back so many things. Oh my gosh, we're gonna wreck this guy's Doomscar. Alright, so doesn't really matter. And again, I'm still holding the Speaker of the Heavens. I'm just... Yep, huge mistake, dude. Huge mistake. So I get back to Tabarex. Then I get back this. And then... Right, and then that automatically triggers. Yeah, this guy's dead. Yeah, Doomscar actually just made Clerics so much better. Because they're not playing Extinction Event anymore. They're like, oh, cheaper board wipe. Like, of course I'm going to play that. And it's like, whew. Like, other decks kind of looked at that and went, so they're not exiling? They're not exiling anymore? Okay. Back to our strats. So, you just saw the power of Aura and Tabarex combined. I didn't even get the Tabarex triggers where I drew the cards to replace the guys that were coming back. So that's actually insane. He board wiped and I still got 3 creatures and I was going to draw 3 cards. Like, that's not a very good board wipe. So, yeah. I mean... That's just how we roll here, you know, that's just how we do things. So I'm going to start with the Castle Ardenvale. A little unfortunate, I would love to start with the Speaker of Heavens, but I want to be as much on curve as possible. And I could draw into a land, but I'm not going to play Hindsight 2020. Alright, and we didn't, so I'm actually happy with that. So, not sure what this guy's playing. Is this mono white weenies? Does this guy get inspired from Merchant already? Really love Merchant. He's just really entertaining dude. And I like how he plays as is in the standard ladder. He doesn't like just climb to Mythic and then like, oh look, I'm playing a deck of Mythic, because everybody does that, you know. Depends how you want to have fun, but I like the way Merchant plays. So this looks like this is Selesnya. He has something, which is interesting. Wonder if this is also Heroic Intervention. Nope, just the Aspirant. Alright, makes sense. Drew a land, that's nice. So we could do a couple things here. I think I I think I just want to kind of get the Cleric of Life bonds going as quickly as possible. So this is Selesnya tokens. This could be a hard matchup without our removal spell. So I am, and Heartless Act is a little bit on the useless side. Oh, this is Naya? So it's just Naya good stuff? I'm not really sure what we're playing against. Okay, so Naya counters. Very interesting. So actually not that good. Wow, I really needed a second white source here, but I guess in that case, how many life am I getting? I'm not getting that much life, so I'd rather actually do Null Priest here. Alright. Doesn't opt to trade. And we'll play Speaker. I know I could have waited, but I'm not guaranteed to draw a land next turn. So I do want to drop a Rally of the Ranks at some point. So I'm hoping to draw a white land so I could do both, and that will make these guys huge. So that would be very, very good. Ooh, that is very rough for us indeed. So we really need to draw a white land here. So please, please, deck, give us a pathway or a plains. Castle Ardenvale wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't be opposed. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but it wouldn't. It looks like they're also a little mana screwed, so that's a little comforting. Why are we playing Naya, though? I'm very curious. Go for the attacks here. Makes sense. So we're taking 10? Yeah, I think we can take 10. Sounds like a lot, and it is, but... Okay, we drew... kind of unfortunate, honestly. But it is what it is. Work with what you have. Is it this then? So I attack, blocks 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but he gains 4. Okay. He really needed a white source, not another swamp, so turned out to be more unfortunate than anything. But let's see how he blocks. Curious. Alright. Decides to not die. Makes sense. I guess that would be the correct play. We're back to 20, which is nice. That's the important thing. Alright. Looks like he was also a little mana screwed. We were screwed in the sense of we just did not draw enough planes, but he found his 4th land. So he can't win next turn. He you know, I am gonna block though just to be safe because he could be doubling his counters. Playing that Invigorating Surge, I believe it's called. Definitely don't want that happening to me. Absolutely not. No siree. Oh, looks like he's got a removal spell, so that wouldn't be too bad. Alright, he's got some decisions to make. Makes sense. It's not an easy decision by any means. Don't blame him one bit. This is why I really like Cleric of Life spawn. It's like if they don't have an answer for it and it just gets out of control, you know, they're not. Alright, let's bid up a lot of blockers. Makes sense. Okay. Yep, also makes sense. Need to draw planes here so I can comfortably trade. Righteous Valkyrie isn't bad either. Gosh, this is so tough. Is it Rally of the Ranks? I think it is. Rename Cleric. So, block, 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 block. Alright. It's still pretty good for us. It's hard to say no. he has to block that. So, more importantly, we are getting stuff back. And they lose all their stuff for our Null Priest to get in there. And Menacing, again, once again, very important. So... Yep, here we go. And we're at 32. This is so crazy. This is so stupid. And more importantly, he has to put up a blocker, multiple blockers for Null Priest. So, also something to consider. I think we have this in the bag. I believe this game is ours. Alright. That's a good stopping point, honestly. That was fantastic. So, yeah. Orzhov Clerics, I think they got better thanks to Doomscar, which is weird. It's like, look, a cheap board wipe. And every graveyard interaction deck went, did he say board wipe and not exile effect? So, definitely Orzhov Clerics back on the map. They got a lot better, of course. So, I mean, I think they just surged. So, definitely happy with that outcome. Probably can't get any better. Played against Control, played against counters, played against Mono Red, and we just pretty much destroyed them. So, yeah, great game. So, again, look forward to Fan Submission Friday. And I've only got one so far, so if you guys want to keep seeing more of this stuff, and you're new to the channel, consider posting at least and subscribe so you can see your deck be featured. I'd love to showcase what maybe people aren't aware of, and you've got like this master plan that is really cool. So right now up top, YouTube is showing a video of my most recent upload. Right below that is a video that YouTube thinks you'll like, so go ahead, check those out, explore the channel. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you for your next NerdPhil.